This one deals with frequently asked questions about so-called plus sections in California bills. Plus sections are the uncodified sections that are found at the very end of a California bill. So what is a double jointing plus section? This section is used to address when one bill would chapter out the language of a bill that amends the same code section if it got enacted earlier. What is a contingent enactment plus section? This section is used to make the bill contingent upon the enactment of another bill or perhaps an event like voters approving a constitutional amendment. What is a severability plus section? This section is used to protect other provisions of a bill if another provision is found to be invalid or voided by a court. What is a no appropriation plus section? This section is used when there is not an appropriation that would otherwise have to be made pursuant to the Welfare and Institutions Code. What is a Section 2230 waiver plus section? This section is used when a bill exempts property from the sales and use tax and the legislature does not want to reimburse local governments for any lost sales or use taxes that would otherwise be collected. What is a Section 41 finding plus section? This section is used to comply with Revenue and Taxation Code Section 41, which is used to make legislative findings and declarations and specify performance metrics to be used to evaluate the tax expenditure's effectiveness. What is a gift of public funds disclaimer plus section? This section is used to specify that a retroactive payment or other law change does not constitute a gift of public funds. What is a reimbursable mandate plus section? This section is used when it's necessary to disclaim any reimbursement to local agencies or school districts when a bill would create, for example, a new crime or otherwise create a state mandated local program. What is a 2011 realignment legislation plus section? This section is used when local agencies are required to implement new programs or expanded levels of service beyond those imposed as part of the 2011 realignment legislation. What is a furthering the purposes of an initiative plus section? This section is used when a bill amends a statutory initiative that's been adopted by the voters whose amendments is permitted by the adopted ballot measure. What is a public right of access disclaimer plus section? This section is used when a bill limits the public's right of access to local or state government meetings or public writings. What is a special statute plus section? This section is used when a general statute will not suffice and a special statute is required instead. What is an urgency clause plus section? This section is used when an urgency clause statute is required to address a specific problem. What is a bill related to the budget bill plus section? This section is used for any budget trailer bills, which are used to make statutory changes to implement the main budget bill. So these are all some examples of so-called plus sections, which you can find as uncodified language at the end of California legislation.